of their previous 11. It was always going to be an intriguing 90 minutes. The controversial figure of Pierre van Hooijdonk was on the pitch at Celtic Park this afternoon, undergoing a fitness test before kick-off, but a fitness test he would ultimately fail. Commentator Jock Brown.
No, Pierre van Hooijdonk in the Celtic lineup. The number 9 jersey going to Chris Hay, who's made such an impressive impact as substitute in the last 2 matches. Jackie McNamara is injured and Paolo Di Canio is suspended. Morton Beekhorst and Malky Mackay drop out of the side, which lost to Motherwell 2 weeks ago. But there's a warm welcome back for a former Motherwell player, Bill O'Donnell. He cost £1.75 million 2 years ago, but his Celtic career has been blighted by injury. Only 2 first-team starts this season, the last against Aberdeen on the 10th of August. Dundee United manager Tommy McLean prefers the youthful energy in central midfield of David Hanna to the more mature contribution of Jim McInally. Otherwise, that decide which drew with Hibs last week, with the Scandinavians Pedersen and Zetterlund in midfield and Olofsson up front. And it's a 4th consecutive match for the former Motherwell and Queen's Park Rangers keeper Sieve Dijkstra, who is still to taste defeat as a United player. Indeed, his remarkable record is 2 shutouts out of 3 and only 1 goal conceded. So first time back as United manager for Tommy McLean. The match referee, Mr. Mike McCurry from Glasgow. And remarkably, it's 3rd against 4th in the Premier Division. Celtic in 3rd place, United now in 4th. And what could turn out to be a crucial match for the fortunes of both sides, but Celtic under greater pressure after these last 3 matches in which they've only gained 1 point. Bowman against Tom, great tackle. And Dundee United buoyed up by the confidence derived from a run which has seen only 1 defeat in the last 11 matches. There goes Tom again. Very strong defending there by McLaren. It was excellent, mature play that by Andy McLaren. You see the danger presented by the electric pace here of Andreas Tom. He was going to get the better of Mark Perry, but look at McLaren's contribution here. That was crucial to United's defending. That's Hanna. Stubbs in control at the back, with Grant making an angle wide on the right. O'Neill and Grant exchange passes, but that's good play by Zetterlund. Winters is very quick, so is Boyd. That's Winters. The first glimpse of goal for Dundee United. Peter Grant relieved, I've no doubt, to see that go wide. But he was a player caught out here by Lars Zetterlund's strength and determination. That was fine play by the Swede, and Winters took the chance first time, with Boyd closing in. This is Donnelly running into trouble. Now Cadet. O'Neill's pass. Tom taking on Bowman to the byline. Cadet very well marked by Perry. Those Cadets, elusive running, causing problems for United. The pass from O'Neill was a good one. That's good play by Tom, who started the match effectively for Celtic on the left. The marking was good there on Cadet by Perry. Tom's corner kick. Dijkstra coming for that. That's his normal style. He comes for everything in the air inside the box. Defensive figure of Tommy Burns looks on. Boyd has space to come forward. There's Peter Grant. Boyd in too big a hurry. Here's Olofsson in behind Grant. Very quick indeed, Olofsson, attacking Stubbs. Good effort by Olofsson. Cash positioning was good. Safe pair of hands. But really, giving Shell Olofsson space like this could be costly to Celtic. One thought in his mind, to test the keeper. This is Boyd, and now Stubbs. Good play by Donnelly. Tom again drifting into good position. Good running here by Tom. That's O'Donnell. Hay turning straight into Malpass. Long clearance by McLaren designed to release Winters. The cover is there at the back though. Stubbs and Boyd. Celtic supporters are encouraged, especially I think when Tom's in possession. There was Donnelly's pass to Tom. Cuts across defenders at pace like that, goes past Malpass, then Pedersen. Tom involved again. Good movement offered by Andrews Tom, but the tackle came from Pedersen. Zetterlund picks out Winters. Here's Olofsson on the bust also. Very quick indeed, Olofsson. Kerr is committed. Good goalkeeping. Still United taking a chance to enjoy a spell of attacking play. And they do carry a threat, there's no doubt about that. Tom Boyd sorted out of the back for Celtic. Releases O'Donnell on the left. Donnelly drifting inside to good effect again. That's for Cadet. Dijkstrup very much the master inside his own box. Insists on being obeyed in every move he makes there. This is good play. Donnelly, you see, made the extra man right in the middle of the field. They're not picked up instantly. Cadet made that very good spinning turn and run. O'Neill to Cadet. Good running by Hay. Cross is a good one. And Pedersen did a superb marking job there on Simon Donnelly. Well, this is really top-class defending by Pedersen. Also very good attacking play by Celtic. Chris Hay in particular making an excellent run. That's a good cross, but look at the part played by Pedersen marking Donnelly. John McLean looking a bit stern there as he checks on what's happening. Perry strong against Cadet. Winters nimble against Boyd, and he was caught. Tried hardest there on his feet. Good confident turn this against an international defender. He was caught there. Morris Malpass. It's a look around up front. It's McLaren. There's Winters. Good save by Kerr. Winters found space all on his own inside the area. Well, the Celtic defence was completely static there. Could easily have been punished. McLaren showing his ability in the air once again. Winters drifting into that space with a very good save by Kerr. Throw from Olofsson. Yes. Confident handling again by the young keeper. And then changed his mind. Well, that could have been a collector's item. He knows that. That's why he's smiling ruefully. This is Boyd. Now Tom. Boyd continues the run, matched by Zetterlund. It's good defending again. Well, Zetterlund this time. No question letting Boyd run free. Stayed with him all the way. Short corner. Only one United player out. That will annoy Tommy McLean. Stubbs with a very good header. Here's Tom in good position. Dijkstrup thought of it coming for that, changed his mind. There's Donnelly. Excellent goal by Phil O'Donnell. What a comeback for O'Donnell. The salute from Phil O'Donnell, 6 minutes from half-time. Tom sent this one across. You see Dijkstrup changed his mind, didn't go all the way. It's a great ball back by Donnelly. This time Dijkstrup out of position, and Hannah couldn't match O'Donnell for the cross. Andreas Tom with a very good ball in, away from Dijkstra. That beat the keeper also. Powerful header by O'Donnell. Well, he'll be very relieved about that. It's a very good goal indeed from O'Donnell. Grant made a good challenge there on Pedersen. Hanna for Winters. Fine effort by Winters once again. He's a problem for that Celtic defence. That was very close indeed. Winters almost equalising for Dundee United. Hanna's intelligent header forward, and Winters with a shot just above the angle. Here's Winters. Very nimble play again by Robbie Winters. Tried to pick out McLaren on the right hand side. Tom was in the way. Challenged by Donnelly on Pedersen. Here's Hay. Now Tom against Bowman. Very close indeed. But Tom's pace in this position, so dangerous. McCurry has checked his watch. McKinley goes under pressure from McLaren. Half-time whistle. Celtic with that precious lead delivered from the head of Phil O'Donnell, the comeback man. It was a powerful, towering header at the far post to put Celtic ahead, but it wasn't all Celtic. Robbie Winters had 3 good attempts on goal for Dundee United. They remain very much a threat. At half-time, it's Celtic 1, Dundee United 0. The temperature overhead has dropped markedly in the last hour or so. Very cold indeed at Celtic Park, but the entertainment on view, full of interest right from the start. Stubbs being pressed there by Zetterlund. Here's McKinley for Celtic. Tom against Bowman. Away from Hanna. Danger here for United's defence as Tom breaks. The angle ball reaches Cadet. Well, down he goes. The ball had been overcarried, but he did appear to be caught by Pedersen. Cadet looks towards the referee in disbelief. Tommy Barnes looks to the ground. Frank Connor can't believe it. He did appear to be caught here. Cadet. There's the run he made. Now as he goes past there, I thought he was caught by Cadet, although he certainly wouldn't have reached the ball. A let off perhaps for Pedersen there. O'Donnell looks around to see who's supporting. Donnelly was there, so was Grant. In the centre is O'Neill. Well, Brian O'Neill is having a battle to persuade the Celtic supporters that he should be in that midfield role, showing a bit of impatience towards the youngster as Tom breaks in the left. Going inside Presley. Well, he's been the man carrying menace right from the start for Celtic. Coming off that left-hand side with terrific pace and drive. 2 good feet. It's a powerful right foot shot. Winters did well in the head of Stubbs. Hanna picks out Bowman. Here's McLaren. Not too many chances to run at McKinley in the match so far. That's good play. Zetterlund's pass to Olofsson. Good play from United. Zetterlund again. Oh, good passing there from Dundee United. The young keeper made that look comfortable in the end, but it really was a good bit of build-up play. Played across here to Zetterlund on the left foot. Stubbs for Celtic. Excellent passing. He really does strike a long pass very well indeed. Tom again going at pace. Here's Cadet. Tom once more. Breaking behind Cadet. O'Donnell has possession. The slip there by Donnelly. Now the surface may in fact be changing a little bit because players check carefully before the match what kind of studs to wear, but I think it's getting much colder and the pitch will be tending to firm up further. The linesman gives that throw to United. Tommy McLean in conference with Gordon Wallace, contemplating a change, I suspect. Kerr's come a long way for that. I made that his own. Well, that's the kind of goalkeeping which inspires confidence in his defence. Well pass, blighting it in there. See Kerr made up his mind very early to come for that. Oh, that's good play by Tosh McKinley. Good ball in. Turned away well by Pedersen to Zetterlund. Here's McLaren in behind Grant. He's on his own. Needs help. I think he'll hold this up. Sensible play. Bit ambitious with the cross. The midfield men were supporting at pace. Zetterlund and Hannah. McLaren reacting angrily to the complaints he had from his midfield men. O'Donnell again. Powerful play from midfield by O'Donnell. To Simon Donnelly. Now Cadet. Grant supporting on the right. Used as a decoy by Cadet. Chris Hay in the centre as McKinley takes possession on the left. Oh, 40,000 voices telling Brian O'Neill, who's being challenged by Olsen. Donnelly. Celtic probing for another opening here, the opening which could clinch the match. Kelly working his way along the byline. He's fouled by Winters. Very good play by Tosh McKinley. Better than a corner kick this. You see how it came about. Winters having to manhandle McKinley there, even then couldn't hold him up. Good opportunity this for Celtic. McKinley plays it into the near post. Up the crossbar from Tom. Superb near post run by Andreas Tom. They couldn't match him, the Dundee United defence. Good ball, fighting in low and hard by McKinley. Tom came so close. Shell Olsen is carrying a limp as he goes off. Gary McSwigan goes on. So even more pace injected up front. Well, Olsen was quick, so is McSwigan. Former Rangers player. That was a big incentive playing at Celtic Park. Presley plays it in. Kerr is committed for that. Well, he's made this #1 position his own at Celtic Park, young Stuart Kerr. 2 shutouts in 6 matches so far. Still all clear in the 7th match. Well judged by Malpass. Handball appeals waved aside. Nathan McCurry ignoring huge roar from Celtic supporters. Hay to O'Neill. Now Tom. David Hannah coming across. More instructions from Tommy Barnes. Involved straight away, Johnson. Here he goes. Perry across from him. This is McLaren. Pedersen in front of him. McLaren with Donnelly and Grant blocking his path. Forced all the way back. Here's Presley. Now Hannah. Zetterlund takes that in his stride. Perry charging forward. Guilty of handball, I think. They tried to collect the ball on the run. It's a free kick to Celtic. The pressure is off. patient play from Dundee United. Zetterlund playing a good part in this move again. Charge forward there made by Perry, resulting in the free kick to Celtic. Well pass, and up and under there. Not the most likely attacking weapon to succeed. Foul by McSwegan on Boyd, trying to offset his lack of height against the taller defender. Hanna did well in the air. Johnson finds Winters. He's made space for himself, trying to get that over the top of the defence for McSwegan. Stubbs coped extremely well. Tells Kerr to calm things down, take some time. Pedersen threatened there by Cadet and Donnelly. Into the final minute, plus some stoppage time. Here's Andy Tall, this could settle it. Well blocked by Presley. Anticipating the danger there. Offside against Donnelly. Free kick to United. Dykstra waves his men forward there. Donnelly goes back. Willie McKnight was on the line. And substitution is going to be made here by Celtic. Inevitable, I think, to take up some time. Chris Hay, who's done his cause no harm at all this afternoon. That's why he's getting such a healthy burst of applause. On comes Brian McLaughlin to get on the ball and run with it, I think, in the closing stages. It's the Fury. Little time to be involved, though. Header on there by Presley. Well pass forward. The header away was by O'Neill. Up he goes again. That's Presley. Johnson. O'Neill see a lot of the ball in this little spell of play. Tom wants to be tackled here and take a throw, I think. He's carrying the ball out. Doesn't agree quite clearly. So we're into stoppage time now. Time rapidly running out for Dundee United. Back it goes to Steve Dykstra. Has to get the ball forward quickly. Straight to the head of Stubbs it goes. Malpass says, leave that to me. Here's Pedersen. Tackled quickly by Donnelly. Well, the Celtic fans looking for this final whistle. There'll be a sense of relief when it comes. And a kind of a nervous closing quarter of an hour from Celtic. Here's McLaren now. Could be the last attack for Dundee United. Gets in the cross. Zetterlund matched there by O'Donnell. Still United come forward. Pedersen to McLaren. Here's McSwegan. Back to Pedersen, and he's off target with a shot that might be the last attempt by Dundee United. But it's a measure of their growing stature in the game that they really are threatening right to the last kick of the ball. And being treated with such respect by Celtic and by the Celtic supporters. That tells its own story. Stuart Kerr's goal kick. And that ends the match. Celtic have won the 3 points. But it has been very tough indeed. And what a welcome back it has been to the comeback hero Phil O'Donnell, who appeared in the side for the first time since August and leapt to head home the winning goal in 39 minutes. But from that point on, Celtic had the battle all the way. The measured, solid performance from Dundee United. They threatened frequently, and in fairness, Steve Dykstra, I can't recall having to make any other save in the match. So from that point of view, the United defending was very solid, but they've lost this match, the second defeat in 11 matches. Final score, Celtic 1, Dundee United 0.
I think everybody can see the remarkable difference in Dundee United since Tommy McLean went up there. I think possibly he's about the best manager tactically it's going around right now and possibly for a long time, first class. Today they've set their stall out to come and frustrate us. A lot of bodies deep in their own half, making it difficult for their front players to run in behind them. But to grind it out, and to be fair to our players, we're not probably at our best as regarding passing the ball about, but there's a lot of players as determined as what United are to stop you doing that. Then you've got to work hard as well in the game, and today I felt we worked very hard.
Is that a new dimension that pleases you? You're known for the swashbuckling attacking football, but today it wasn't really on. Do you feel in these circumstances you've come a long way as a team?
Well, I think it's very vital. You want to go and try and win a championship, but there's games that you're not going to get a chance to bring the ball down and make pretty patterns. And I think we've played a lot of good football last year, but won nothing. So there's all sorts of ways to win a football match. Today it was a question of we basically never tried to play too many passes. We tried to be a lot more direct today from back to front and support it from the middle of the park. I think that worked reasonably well for us. We managed to get a goal, made another couple of chances out of it. So there's many ways to win a football match, and it's not a question of just thinking, well, we'll get it down and pass it, because other teams can make it very difficult for you, packing themselves deep in their own half and then hitting us in the counter-attack.
There wasn't a lot between the teams, there wasn't a lot of chances during it, and when you give Celtic the lift, it then becomes doubly difficult. But we had a lot of the ball in the second half, but overall lacked the cutting edge and lacked a wee bit of creativity, because I think there were better chances were in the first half, when obviously I felt Celtic were a bit superior then. But for the amount of ball we had in the second half, lacked creation and lacked the cutting edge.
The continental influence obviously has been brought about by the Scandinavians, and Steve Dykes has obviously arrived in goal. How do you think they've made an impact overall?
They've done well, but I think people tend to go overboard a wee bit, because they've came and everybody's saying the reason is the foreigners coming in. Now, without any shadow of a doubt, they've given us something that we're lacking in the club. But a lot of people tend to forget, the Presleys, the Malpasses, the Bowmans, etc., the contribution they've made from within it. Because without that, we wouldn't have been where we are. Because the Continentals have done well, but it's not solely down to Continentals, I can assure you.
I have to mention the man who wasn't wearing a number 9 jersey, Pierre van Hooijdonk. What is the latest position?
Well, I think we're hopeful that the big man will be back for the game in Boxing Day, or Boxing Night up at Aberdeen. He trained this morning for the first time. Looked okay. So we'll have to see how it is over the weekend.
All the speculation about him leaving, what's the result in that?
Well, I think obviously, everybody's got to get their tuppence worth in there, Jock. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking forward to seeing him fit and ready to play in Boxing Day.
So we can't expect to see him leaving for Feyenoord or anybody else in the next few days? Or next
well,
week
not unless he gets to me quickly with a brown envelope.
Yes, Tommy will certainly be smiling to see Celtic move back into second place in the table, 14 points behind Rangers, but with 3 games in hand. United slip back into the bottom half. Now, Billy, let's talk about Pierre van Hooijdonk, get that out of the way firstly. Tommy quite confident he will be back on Boxing Night. Do you see him seeing out the season at Parkhead, though?
Well, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because there's so much has been said and so much has been done, and particularly publicly. I think that probably Tommy would welcome a quick solution to it. Either he signs a new contract or he gets him out of the place quickly and gets someone else in to replace him. But, it's difficult. He scored a lot of goals for Celtic, therefore he's been very successful, and it would be a big loss to them. And, the world's not full of good goal-scoring centre-forwards.
Absolutely not. Today's match, very little in it really. Could have gone either way, I think, in the end, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot depended on the fact that Winters had some early chances, and really I think he should have taken a better account of them, and that would have made life that bit difficult, more awkward for Celtic. But all credit to them, they fought back and they ground out a result, and without playing any great sparkling football, they got the result in 3 very important points.
Yeah. And obviously good from the Celtic point of view to see Phil O'Donnell back playing again, and of course getting the vital goal. Let's take a look at what he contributed today, Billy.
Well, he worked very hard in the game. He was full of energy, full of running, as you would expect someone coming back into the first team. And I think he gave indication throughout the game that this type of burst from midfield is something Celtic have been lacking this season. He ran out of steam a bit towards the end, but I'm sure that can be understandable, and the impact he made in this game will have improved his fitness no end. But he looked fully fit and very well recovered.
Took his goal very well.
That's right. It's a tremendous ball back in by young Simon Donnelly, and O'Donnell gets up so well, tremendous leap, good power in the header, and really the goalkeeper's got no chance. The return ball from Donnelly is tremendous. It eliminates
from
the
Tommy
goalkeeper.
McLean's point of view, but I'm sure he might not be too happy with the defending.
He won't
plenty
be.
of them around.
He won't be, but the quality of the ball in by Donnelly, it eliminated a lot of defenders, eliminated the goalkeeper. But
but it still took a good leap and a good header by Phil O'Donnell to put it away. And you know, it's the type of thing that Celtic have been missing, goals coming from that midfield area.
Sure. You mentioned Robbie Winters, who played well today for Dundee United. He's got such pace, and he'll always cause a defence problems, won't he?
Yeah, he certainly caused a lot of problems to Celtic today. His pace here is evident, you know, and you perhaps on his weaker side, I would think, and maybe just that put him off there. You know, this one was a tremendous chance. I don't think he quite hits the ball, but all credit to young Kerr. What a save! Tremendous save, and a very important one at that time. And it's amazing, you know, often the chances tend to fall to the one player, and if he's not right in form, they lose them, and that's what happened to United. And I felt the game ran away from them in the second. They never quite looked like scoring in the second half.
And yet they are a transformed team, obviously, under Tommy McLean, and he was probably right to pay tribute to not just the Continentals who've got a lot of publicity, but his homegrown players, both the older lads and the youngsters.
That's right. I think that he's made a tremendous impression on United. They're a far different looking team, much more confident, much more solid, and very difficult to beat. That was a real difficult result for Celtic. You know, I don't think many people would have grudged United a point out the game, but that's what happens, and Celtic took the 3 points, but they had to work very hard for it.
They did. Now, Georges Cadet, was it a penalty? I think everybody felt the first time we saw it that perhaps Celtic were hard done by, but watching it again, I think we can settle the argument.
Well, I certainly thought at the game, I thought it was a penalty, and you know, it wasn't until I came in here this evening we saw a few reruns at I'm convinced if you watch the referee, he tries very hard to have a good look at it. And
I mean, there, that looks like a penalty, but this is the angle.
It's this angle then, you know, the player Zetterlund seems to draw out of it rather than anything else, and probably the referee was exactly right, but you know, at the game it certainly looked like a penalty.
Yeah, but he jumped over the tackle, he dived, if you like. Maybe he should have been booked.
Well, it's been seen in the past.
But been harsh now, though.
On other occasions he might have had a penalty.
That's right. Well, there was a restricted programme in the three lower divisions, but a full card in the Premier. Here's how today's results leave the respective tables. Hearts Rangers games are never dull these days. Today's game at Tynecastle produced 5 goals, an ordering off and a missed penalty. Neil Poynton was the man sent off for the second time against Rangers this season, as a 4-1 win took Rangers total to 16 goals in their last 4 matches against Jim Jeffries' side. Teenager Alec Burke scored twice as Kilmarnock shocked Aberdeen 3-0, while Andy Smith doubled for Dunfermline, and their 3-2 win at Motherwell helped the Fifers up to 4th place. That's their highest league position in 7 years. Darren Jackson was another who collected a double today. His second and Hibs 3-0 win at Wraith completed his century of Premier League goals. Airdrie are now second in the first division after 2 Paddy Connolly goals gave them victory at Stirling Albion. At the other end, Clydebank beat struggling East Fife 2-0. Livingston stay 5 points clear at the top of the second after a 2-1 win over Queen of the South, but Clyde were held to a goalless draw at home by bottom of the table Berwick. Inverness Cally Thistle stayed 5 clear of Ross County in the third. Ian Stewart scored both goals in their win over Cowdenbeath. County won 2-0 at Albion Rovers, but Montrose lost at home to Alloa. Now, in what is already looking like being a record